Rico his entire life because I lived next door to him. Our fathers were in business together. And so, and we went to our grandmother's on Friday nights, as all the children of grandmother did. And so we had not that close a relationship in the early years because I was 8 years older than him. But as we grew up, that mattered less, and we became very close friends. And only one thing that the rabbi said was not exactly right. He was not a rebel when he was a child. He was a typical Birmingham, Alabama Jewish boy. And, he did all the things he was supposed to do, and was very well liked for being easygoing and sort of a part of the picture. But when he went to Penn, to Wharton School. I happened to be at Penn at the same time. And so we got to see each other in Philadelphia. And then later, he moved to New York and I moved to New York. And, my son Clifford would go there to do darkroom work with Rico and Laura. And we came out a lot to California. And came to see a whole different way of life out here that Rico had gotten into. We were shocked, but it was a whole different thing. I think I could accurately say that I helped him get started on vitamins, and then he even did better than me in some of these areas. Rico, the jokes just grew. He would send jokes. Once there was it used to be phone calls, and then over the internet, just reams of jokes. And when we were together, the joke, he would free associate almost anything you would say would remind him of a joke when he was in that mood. And it was practically endless. And I would write some of them down because it was hard to remember all of them. But it was a side of Rico that everybody who knew him knew that he could always be counted on for something humorous. And he saw the humor in life, and as well as the tragedy. I was there after Laura died and was able to be helpful. I was the go-between for Rico and the family. And he had a very hard time. He traveled around the country trying to go to all of Laura's relatives, and who were partly, most of them, his relatives, because they were in the same family. And that took a while, and that was already talked about. He overcame that, and the visits were always fun and always unusual. I knew that he was giving Lizzie a lot of attention, because when she was little and I was there, I offered to read her story. And she said, no, stories. So I realized, she was just telling stories for a little bit. And I'm not just a story. It wasn't ration. It was open. And we made trips and went to Lake Tahoe. And my son Clifford asked me for $1. I gave him $1, and he put it down on some number, and he won $250. Later, went into statistics, became an expert in probability theory, which I think was pretty more than that. So, through thick and thin, when my wife passed away tragically, he dropped everything, came up, and spent a couple of weeks helping me through that very difficult time. He was always generous with his time, and with his helping every way that he could. And the jokes came even then, and they were very helpful. So he had a wonderful influence on everybody that knew him, and he built a unique identity. He was true to his roots, but he creatively transformed things in a different way. And But the joy that he spread, I think everybody here